Don't judge too quickly. Rajveer Malhotra was a man who lived life in the fast lane. A successful businessman in Mumbai, he had built an empire brick by brick. Tech startups, real estate, fashion brands, you name it. Ambition was his oxygen. He believed in dreaming big, moving fast, and staying ahead. One morning, as he sipped his black coffee and scrolled through his latest market reports, a new idea struck him like lightning. What if I build a textile factory in a rural village? Cheaper labor, natural resources, and social impact, a win-win. Without wasting a day, Rajveer planned a visit to a remote village in the south where he had scouted land. The journey was long, but he was used to long hauls in business, and he believed the end result would be worth it. After hours of traveling by car, he reached a fork in the road near a river. A local guide pointed to two options. You can take the road, it'll take about an hour through the hills, or go by boat, just 30 minutes across the river. Speak to the boatsman over there. Always choosing speed, Rajveer walked over to the riverside where a simple, barefoot man stood beside a weathered wooden boat. He wore a lungi, had a grey beard, and a gentle smile. Boat ready? Rajveer asked briskly. Yes, sir, the man nodded. We will cross fast. Weather is calm, for now. They set off. The boat rocked slightly as they moved, but the boatsman rowed steadily. He began to speak. Softly, warmly. You are coming to our village for work? He asked. Yes, Rajveer replied. I've lived there all my life. This river fed my family for generations. No school, no city job. Just this boat, the water, and my stories. He chuckled. Rajveer looked up, unimpressed. So you've never been educated? No, sir, never had the chance, the old man said, with neither shame nor pride. Rajveer smirked. That's unfortunate. See, in my world, knowledge is everything. I built a company with nothing but intelligence and planning. Now I travel, lead teams, speak at conferences. If you don't know business, computers, or English, what kind of life is that? The boatsman simply smiled and said, Everyone has their river to cross, sir. Mine just doesn't need Wi-Fi. Rajveer chuckled to himself. This man thinks he's wise, probably trying to sound philosophical. For the next 20 minutes, Rajveer continued bragging about his profits, his properties, his luxuries. The boatsman nodded politely but said little more. Suddenly the sky darkened. A loud crack of thunder echoed across the valley. The wind picked up violently. The river, calm just minutes ago, turned fierce. Waves clashed against the small boat, tossing it like a toy. Hold tight, the boatsman shouted. It's a storm! The rain poured in sheets. The boat creaked and rocked. Water started filling in. Rajveer panicked. Do something! We're going to drown! Can you swim? The boatsman yelled over the storm. Rajveer froze. No, of course not! The boatsman paused, even in chaos. What? A big man like you, so educated, so successful, doesn't know how to swim? What kind of life is that? Rajveer looked at him, stunned and speechless. Don't worry, the boatsman said calmly. Hold on to me, I'll get you to shore. And he did. Rajveer collapsed to the ground, soaked and gasping. The boatsman still smiling. That storm comes quickly this time of year. You should always ask about the river before crossing. Rajveer got up, this simple, uneducated man who had just saved his life. I misjudged you, he said, voice softer than it had been all day. I thought you had nothing to teach me. And I thought you had everything, the boatsman replied. But even you needed someone like me today. They both laughed. The next day, Rajveer visited the village, this time with a new kind of curiosity. He spoke to locals, listened to their stories, and saw the wisdom that existed outside of books and boardrooms. And when he did build his factory months later, it wasn't just a business. It became a partnership with the community. And he never crossed another river, literal or metaphorical, without first asking the boatman's name. Moral: don't judge too quickly. Knowledge isn't always printed in books, and wisdom isn't always dressed in suits. Sometimes, the person you underestimate might be the one who saves you.